There is a lot of videos about this topic, and this one also. Like here in the bio, download MetaMask, head over Remix compiler, put some ETH. I believe they ask you to put some ETH, and there is a code in paste bin. Yeah, deposit funds here. There is deposit funds. After your transaction confirmed, the boot, clicking start button, withdraw anytime by clicking withdraw. Share the profits in the comments below. Subscribe for lucrative DeFi tutorials. Okay. Deposit funds at least 0.2 Ethereum to prevent negating slippage, which has nothing. This depositing has nothing to do with the slippage to your exact contract map. Nothing to do with that. So yes, this is a bit weird. So what I did, I went to check. I went to check through the code. So this is our code. Okay. Here it imports some libraries of Uniswap v3 pool factory libraries. Okay, this is the contract starts here. Contract AI bot. There is a constructor, message sender. I went through some functions. Okay, and I saw something weird, which is this declaration of this variable private Uniswap router with router also bytes 32. It's very long to be an address. This is not an address. Okay, and this one is not an address. I found also another one here. This one also. And what else? I went through these functions. They are swap functions. Perform swap, like a swap between tokens to make profit between the tokens, to make profit from the swap. Get amount in, out, minimum, and multiple compute arbitrage, perform arbitrage, and these functions are just there. They do not do anything. Just they are never been called, never been used. To make the contract like looks legit, but never been called this function. So this one also estimate 3 dex arbitrage. Also this has nothing to do. And then I found another one, factory. This one. It looks like the previous ones here. This one, 4. Now we found 4, and this function is a bit like weird. It dragged my attention, and it is used just after and then initiate native arbitrage internal. It's called here. This function was called here. It takes dex router and factory. This is factory, and up here we have dex router. So what I did, I took this function, okay, as it is. It seems to me it's like XOR encryption. So I took this function, I went to remix here. Yes, I created a contract. And let's name it contract 1, whatever it is, and I did copy paste. I changed this internal to external. Okay, and then I went to compiled, and I deployed it. Okay, so I did external so I can provide the inputs, which are dex routers and factory. Okay, so let's get back to our code in here, and let's take the factory, and here it's taken dex router and factory. So let's go. Let's copy this one, dex router. Okay, go back here to, and the other one is factory. One here. Okay, let's call for this function. And it gave me an address. I don't know if it is a contract or a wallet. I went to check it on Etherscan. So, and this address has $1,800, 0.62 Ethereum. And it deployed the contract 22 days ago. It deployed the contract at this address. This is the address of the contract. Okay, And I went also to internal transaction and I found some transfer to this address, the address given by the code, from different contracts. Okay. For example, this one has transferred this contract transferred 0.52 Ethereum. Let's go check this one. Okay, this is a contract transferred. It transferred from this address to the contract this amount, and then if we go to internal, we will see that the same amount transferred to that address that we found on the contract. This indicates that this address is an address of the scammer, and this is the contract, or what? This is a contract. Yeah, it's a contract, and this is the address of the victim. So the victim deployed the contract, put some ETH, and the contract, this contract, transferred the money to the attacker, to the scammer address, which is this one, that we used a function from the contract that we found to extract this address. And if we go back to our address, we will find that, yeah, okay, trade router, the address, this function returns an address with this variable will take that address, and then we can see here there is something that has nothing to do. I don't know, it's ERC, calling ERC protocol data provider, create start, but there is nothing called, it's not a well-known function, create start, so we'll get back to this later. And here we can find payable trade router, transfer address this balance to the trade router, which is the scammer address. So the funds of the contract will be transferred to this trade router. Yes. And here some other functions, like, look, legit, looks legit. To make the contract looks legit, it's for only the owner, which is the deployer, to check, to withdraw the amount, to withdraw function withdraw, to withdraw ETH. This is the ETH with the message. Okay, payable message sender, transfer address this, but already your funds are transferred to the attacker, to the scammer. Okay, all of these functions just to make the contract look legit. And here he hard-coded the interfaces instead of importing all the interfaces of ERC protocol, ERC20 balance of transfer allowance. And there is create start here, which is, I don't know this function, what it is, where does it come from, and create contract, transfer approval, this one, I don't know, create start, this function, maybe it's function from another malicious contract deployed by the attacker. Let's get back here. Where is this is the address of the scammer. Okay, if we go back here, let's check contract. We deploy the contract, the scammer. Okay, contract creation at this address. But I believe it will be only a bytecode contract. Yes, only a bytecode. So I will not reverse engineering this one, because it will take a bit of time. So no need to do that. We understood what is happening. So this function, it takes this function, it takes two different variable, and it returns an address to which initiate native arbitrage, transfer this balance of this contract to that address with this line of code. Yeah, this is a scam, and we saw on Etherscan that there is a victim that he lost 0.5 Ethereum Okay, this one, this guy, this address lost 0.5 Ethereum to this contract, and from this contract transferred to the, we go check, he put 0.5 Ethereum in this contract internal transaction. Yes, this contract transferred to this address the whole amount that is in the contract. Oh my god. That's what happened. So guys, be careful. Really be careful with that, with this code. Don't copy paste. Don't do that. Don't copy paste any code that you don't know. Too many functions need to obfuscate the contract to make it look legit, but they don't do anything. This is the main thing here. It's transferring the Ethereum from the contract deployed by the victim to the scammer address. And I believe there is too many other codes look like this one. Because guys, because if anyone, if I've been doing this for a while now, and if anyone has a code for an arbitrage boot or for sandwich attacks and it makes profit, he would never ever share it online for free. Okay, if someone developed a profitable boot, I've been working on this for a while, and I've been studying different aspects of the Web3 technology, the arbitrage, the sandwich attacks, the front running, multiple things. No one would share. You have to do it by yourself. No one would share a code easily like this and accessible. So please be careful and do not copy paste any code that you find online. So do not copy paste anything that you find online. You can just, if you do not understand this code, I read this so quickly, I did not go through all the aspects of it. So even if you just try to copy paste it to ChatGPT or any AI that you use, and it will summarize what is this code is doing. So before you deployed it or interact with it. So please be careful. This is a different topic from what we saw together about local blockchain using hard hat and how to deploy smart contract locally and interact with them. That I will continue the videos in the future, and just I wanted to raise awareness about this type of scams that they are on the internet, especially on YouTube. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to see more videos about Web3 technology. See you soon.